I thought the kids did a nice job. We had a really good start from Mario, and if not for a strange cut on his finger, he was in a pretty good spot. He was looking like he could have probably knocked off another inning or two, but ball caught a seam on his hand and just ripped it wide open. So couldn't keep going. We made the decision, if we were in position to win today's game, Stormy would be the first guy to pin. And we had the lead at the time. He came in a one-run game and got out of it in the, the top of the seventh one-run game. And got their 2-0 hitter to fly out deep to right. And then the seventh spot. The seventh spot changed the complexion of the game quite a bit. But Stormy was already there, so it's a good formula to finish it. And good all-around team win. I thought Conover was fantastic in the one hole. I think he's on base 6 straight times. Wow. What a great catalyst. Tough kid. Earlier in the week, he couldn't move. Back locked up on him. Just tells you the kind of toughness that kid has. And TP, for me, that's a little bit of a coming out party. A lot of hard work's been put in by that young man. He is a tenacious worker and has a huge expectation of himself because he wants to deliver on behalf of the team. And that's the best kind of motivation, is when someone's chasing excellence because they want so badly to deliver for the team. And so to see him come through, that was big. Obviously, the homer he hit early in the game, I think, leveled the score at 2, and then the homer he hit late was the difference maker, because I think it really just took all the wind out of their sails. At that time, they were still hanging in there. And, that's good, because as big as Brugge's been the last 2 games, tonight he didn't have quite the night. And so that's a good team when someone behind him can step in. That's what you're looking for, right? So tonight, Conover and TP were really good. Brock had the big hit to extend the lead from a 5-run lead or a 4-run lead to a 6-run lead, and then the last run was on the wild pitch. But gutty effort by our kids. I'm really proud of them. Brock made a couple remarkable plays at shortstop. He's done a fantastic job there since taking over in Game 3. And just very pleased. A couple miscues that were strange, but that's baseball. And the nice thing is that the team is learning how to pick each other up and play around those things.
So these games come down to the big moments, these close games. Everybody has similar talent. So is that stressful for you? Is that fun? Or how do you teach your kids to win the big moments like they have this weekend so far?
Well, practice certainly helps. Experiencing them and having moments where you achieve, and then when you don't achieve and you don't come through, being able to look back and go, gosh, I got a little sped up. I didn't feel right. So when I get back in that space again, whether it's an external perception of pressure or the score, what's going on, I know how better to handle it. TP's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Right? He's budding. Brock is a sophomore. These are good young second-year ball players. Connie's a junior, but second year here. These are a lot of good young ball players mixed in with some veteran players that are growing in this space. Garrett Scholl, another sophomore ball player. These guys are continuing to learn. Proud of Saunders and his insertion into the lineup. He's brought something to the club. Proud of him for that. And so I think it's practice, Casey. Unfortunately, you can't simulate it. I wish there was a flight simulator to simulate pressure situations. Yeah. I think all coaches would sign up for that. But sometimes you just have to grow with them. And when they get on the other side, they smile and they say, "Okay, I'm starting to understand this now." Yeah. Doesn't mean you'll always come through. It just means you start to understand it.
Were there any green thoughts or a number that would have gotten out of Stormy Rose to keep him for tomorrow?
Well. You can always, question that, and I don't mind the question because I was thinking of it myself. But to be honest with you, once you get a guy hot and you put him in and you're stabilizing the game, as a coach, you would be almost a little bit probably short-sighted to then try to do that again tomorrow, especially with as much baseball as we have left, and the reality is Stormy's probably going to be a starter the rest of the year. So totally understand the question 100%. Didn't think it was worth trying to steal 15 or 20 pitches because we wouldn't push that on him tomorrow anyway. Yeah. And that's because he's going to have to stabilize and solidify a rotation. He would be starting tomorrow's game had he not pitched today.
So who are you planning on starting?
I don't know yet.
You've talked about so often about maybe not being so reliant on the home run ball. Today you got a pretty good collective effort, got some timely hits. Just what do you think about the offense today?
Yes, I think that's a great observation. I thought, like I mentioned, Alex Cat was a great catalyst. He was on. I think Brock is just becoming such a good player that even when his swing is not perfectly grooved in, he's still collecting 2 for 5 with 3 ribbies. And I think a home run early in the game, if not for that crazy win. So, he is really quietly becoming an excellent player. He's playing a heck of a shortstop, I'll tell you that. Those are great plays he's making. And Colin Ritchie's a rock. Just great at bats, exceptional at bats. And Aiden battled hard, that RBI early in the game. This is a kid that hasn't been able to keep food down for 2 days, and he's fighting his way back on the field. So these are gutty, tough kids. They're playing to win. They're emptying their tank for us. I love that about them. I appreciate that immensely. And I just thought there was more probably grit and toughness on display throughout the lineup. Not as many strikeouts, 12 walks.
Yeah.
Good ball, right?
Yeah.
And then the home run, when it was delivered at a great time. So I'd say it's just a good all-around effort.
Obviously, TP's dad was a standout athlete here back in the day. I'm curious how, whenever you were recruiting TP, just if that was brought up, and now that you've gotten to know him.
Well, heck yeah, it was. Yeah. If Mike Holder says you were one of the greatest anythings in life, that is a compliment, let alone someone who golfed for him. His recommendation on Kevin was one of the most all-around outstanding human beings, golfers, students, and people he'd ever coached at Oklahoma State. It's a powerful statement from a man that, just knows what he's talking about. And so we were highly motivated on TP. He comes from a wonderful family. His mom's awesome brother recruited him to the nth degree. He chose Clemson, which was what was in his heart at the time. And then after a year, he decided this was where he belonged. We're thrilled he's here now. He comes from great stock. And he was a 3-sport athlete in high school, great quarterback, great basketball player, 2-way baseball player, just a big, strong, talented kid that just loved to compete and play. And now that he's starting to, spend more time on baseball, he's starting to hone in on some real skills. I would say he was a talent more than a skilled performer upon arrival. And now we're watching him grow into a skilled performer. Just past Tuesday, he took the ball in Dallas and went out and pitched 4 or 5 quality innings against a heck of a good DBU team. And then, you've seen what he's doing this weekend. So that's hard. That's hard to do. Baseball's hard to play one side. It's hard to play two.
You talked a little bit about Mario in your opening statement a little bit. Just, how does a performance like that, 8 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, only giving up 4 hits through 6 innings, how does a performance like that help the team and help make your job easier as the coach?
Well, it just makes my job easier as a coach because he's out there doing his thing. He was in control. I think what you're speaking to is he was in control. He pitched with maturity. He pitched with confidence. He pitched with certainty. So he gave you stabilization. He gave you confidence as a coach as you watched him perform. His teammates feel that, right? They believe in him. A lot of respect for Mario as a competitor. Pitching here means a lot to him. So, in lots of ways, to answer your question, just the maturity, it's important to him. He knows he has a job to do. Like I said, if not for the cut, he's probably going to knock off 3 more outs, maybe 6 more outs. No doubt in my mind, because that's how in control he was. But that's baseball, right? He gave us everything he could based on the cards that were dealt. And that's what you're always looking for your kids to do. So I would take that effort from him every time.
Josh, speaking about Mario, past 3 starts, strikeout numbers have been heavily improved. Walks have been down. Just what have you been most impressed about from him in that stand?
Well, this is not just a one-time thing. That Mario's started to put the work in the summer. His commitment to becoming the most well-conditioned, strongest, leanest, powerful athlete he could be was real. And I'm not going to get here in a body transformation conversation. You can talk to Mario about that. But when you're stronger, you're more durable. You have better. You have better resilience in your body. You have better stamina. His velocity's up compared to a year ago. His stamina is better. So I think it's a collection. It's a combination of hard work, being in the best shape of his life, confidence, and then really starting to get a feel for the ball. I think all that is how you get to this point, right? But it was kind of a little by little, day by day commitment on his end to just trying to be excellent.
Thanks, Coach. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks. Thank you.